talk about that a little bit. So if you remember what we had this signal coming down here. And remember, this is back on this insulated cable now, isn't it? Yeah. It gets to here. What's it going to do? It's going to split. But as we said, might not be 50-50. It's going to go where the better earth is. So let's say, for example, we have a substation down here. Substation's got a massive earth mat underneath it. Which way is it want to go? Which way is it going to want to go? It's going to want to go left. So what we might find here is we've got 70-30. I don't want to overcomplicate it, but I'm just trying to be clear not to expect 50-50. There's just outside our office here, there's a substation near some terraced houses. You hook your Genny up to those terraced houses and all of your signal, 100% of that signal goes towards a sub. Very, very hard to get signal to go back up the other way. Okay. Okay, so we're going to use 50-50 as an example, guys. And the other thing on this, guys, it's always a fine line with these sessions. I'm trying to share with you as much as I can, but not make it too technical and boring. It's very important, I think, that the guys on the ground understand this. Because if I follow this up here, let me just kind of show you. If I follow this up here and it takes me round here, yeah, that's my trace line, if you like. But when I get to this point here, can you see where I'm drawing the X? When I kind of get around this corner, I notice that my signal has dropped. I've lost signal. What does that tell me? It tells me that even though the big signal, if you like, is taking me round to the left, even though that's the route I followed, because I've lost a little bit of signal there, where's that signal gone? And that then sets alarm bells off. Actually, is it a bend or is it a T-junction? Do you see what I mean? Has it come off somewhere? And that's why I'm a massive fan of manual gain and manual sensitivity and stuff. I think we can see a lot more when we're using that. So anyway, oops, sorry. Let me go back to this. I will get there in a minute, guys, with this signal splitting. We will get back to that. So we've got down here, and guys, we're going to use 50-50 as an example. So 50's gone that way and 50's gone that way. So that 50 is going to go up here, and then what's it going to do here, guys? Yeah, same thing again. It's going to split, but this is what again you need to consider. How much signal will that property take? What does it depend on? It depends on the earth. Modern houses in the UK with plastic pipes, you typically use a PME system. Again, I've not got time to tell you all about it, guys, but essentially it means that modern houses in the UK that have plastic pipes, so even though I say modern, it could be 10 years old, they do not have a physical ground at the house. If there is no physical ground at that house, it will take hardly any signal, possibly even none. If it's an old house with metal pipes underneath it, those metal pipes under your house act as an earth. It will take some of your signal. So let's just keep it simple, guys. We'll pretend these are old houses. I've got 50 here. That's taken, let's say, 25. I've got 25 left. That's taken half of that again. I've got 12 and a half left. So let's go back to the original question that prompted this. How far will the Genny signal go? Can you see what's happening? As I go up here, guys, every house is taking away half my signal. I'm not going to trace very far up that LB main, am I? So can you see that the more branches that come off that take signal away, the less distance you can trace? So imagine the difference between a terrace street with houses very close together and a big posh street where there's massive mansions. Can you see the difference that you'll have there? Also, guys, think about this. If these were modern houses that didn't have an earth, how much signal would they have taken? Very, very little. So you'd have much more signal here and you could potentially trace further. Okay. These are all factors we need to think about when we're trying to get the best out of this Genny when we're out there, guys. Any questions on that, guys? Hopefully it all makes sense, I hope. Let's look at a couple of real examples and some things we need to consider. What I find quite a lot is that we're getting people to use the transmitter more. But the next step, if you like, I think, is getting them to understand it a little bit more and to use it in different ways. I think a lot of people are just doing stuff like off the lamp column, for instance. I see that quite a lot. And I'm going to show you some problems with that. Again, talking about, signal strength and stuff. Let's just look at a typical house scenario. Brian's saying he's froze. Yeah. Okay, everyone else is all right. Checks sensitive. So let's just look at a very typical example, guys. I've got a house.